word at the beginning, when we thought the Lord Most High, your hidden glory in creation, now revealed in you are Christ. What a beautiful name it is! What a beautiful name it is! The name of Jesus Christ, my King. What a beautiful name it is! Nothing compares to thee. What a beautiful name it is! The name of Jesus.
Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Well, for those who requested a song, there it is. That is my sister. She's called Karen. Yeah, so I'll introduce her next time so that she can talk about herself. Yeah. So today we're going to talk about my labor and delivery experience. For the previous videos, for those who haven't watched my part 1 and my part 2, please make sure you watch. Yeah, and thank you for all who have subscribed and all those who have liked my videos, all those comments, and those who have viewed. Please continue being my customers, continue being my viewers. Yeah. So my due date was supposed to be in July 4th, but I wanted it to be in July 2nd because that was my boyfriend's birthday. So 2 weeks before that, I started having pains. I started having abdominal pains and headache. I started having like I just felt different, and then my face was all puffy. That was around June 16th. Then my mom usually told me that I should start packing my things because the baby can come 2 weeks before or 2 weeks after, so I should be prepared anytime. So I started packing my hospital bag. So for those who may want to know what was in my hospital bag, I'm going to discuss it. If you guys ask for that, I'm going to talk about it. So on June 17, I started having I don't even know how to explain, but I started feeling like the baby had dropped because the bump was here, and then there's a way it went down. So I was even feeling like it was pushing through my bladder. So I usually went to the toilet like 5 to 6 times per every time, 6 times per hour or 6 times per 2 hours, because of how I was feeling like going to pee all the time. So on June 17th, because it was on a Monday, my mom told me I should start packing. We put the bag near the door so that in case the baby comes, he can go. Even my sister, she had come home from midterm, then she had told me that she would want me to give birth and she's still at home. Imagine, that was like 2 weeks before. So on June 17, that was on a Monday, around 2 a.m. I started feeling pain. I started feeling like cramps. Those who have cramps, you may know how that pain is. I felt cramps on my lower abdomen and my back. So I told my mom, and then she told me that maybe my baby is coming. And then I was like, wow, and I haven't even bought some things. For example, I hadn't bought socks for the baby. I hadn't bought any pair of socks. And then I was wondering, now what will I do? And then I wanted to that week I was to plait my hair. So I was saying, how can I give birth and my hair is still spoiled? So I said I don't want the baby to come this week so that I can finish all those things. I can buy even the socks and the sweaters. Well, anyway, my mom told me that I should wait. Maybe the baby might not come or she might come. Yeah. So as I was just So that Monday, I decided that I'm going just to do the final touches in case the baby comes anytime. So I started washing. I washed my clothes, the ones that were dirty. I remember I had so much energy actually. I did all the chores in the house. I made my bed. I changed the sheets just for the preparation of the baby. I did all the things that I thought I would help anyway. So that night at around 12 a.m. the pain continued. I even told me it came like after every 10 minutes the pain would come. So I started telling her. So I woke up. I woke my mom up. Then I told her the pain has increased. So she told me, baby, the baby is really coming, so we should go to the hospital. So we had decided, for me and my boyfriend, we had decided that I'll go to a public hospital where I'll not pay anything, the place that I was going for clinic. So we went. When we went, we reached at around 1. And then we knocked to that place. I had carried my hospital bag, and then I had wore a skirt, because I remember we were told that when we go to give birth we shouldn't wear a trouser because the baby can get out anytime. So I went. When we went, we found the clinical officer there. So she asked what's going on. Then I told her that I'm having pains, and then she told me, "Hey, hata ukai msichana anaenda ako kwa labor, acha nikupime." So I went there inside, and then so this was something that I didn't expect. Is how they look if the baby is almost coming. So yeah, I know some people know how it is. So she did the test. That is putting her whole hand, her fingers inside to measure the centimeters that if I'm dilated, how many centimeters I am dilated. So she put him inside, and then I was feeling so much pain. I remember I even told her, "Nasikia uchungu." So when she was done, she didn't tell me anything. So she just told me that, "Vaa nguo kuja unifuate." So as I was changing my clothes, when I went, I found her there with my mom, and then she was talking to my mom. I don't even know what she was telling her. But when I sat down, she told my mom ati, "Hey, mimi naona mrudi na yeye nyumbani juu msichana hata hayuko in labor. So mrudi tu na yeye nyumbani. Kama ungekuwa in labor mtu anajuanga, juu unakuanga hata uwezange hata kutembea." Let me tell you something, you guys. I was walking very well. I didn't, by the even my facial expression or my walking style, it wasn't like someone who was in pain, but I was really feeling it. I was just trying to be strong for myself, I think. So she told me hata ukai mtu atukijua uchumi kikuja hata utaweza hata kutembea. So I told her okay. Then we were told to go back home. That was around 1. And imagine I had woken up my parents that they can take me to the hospital. I'm told to go back home. But when the pain becomes more worse, when I get that pain, that intense pain, that she was saying that I should come back. So yeah, we went back home. So my mom told me that I shouldn't give up, that maybe the baby is not really coming. Maybe those were just false labor pains. Because yeah. So we went back home. But when I went to sleep, I remember the pain was continuing to be intense. I wasn't even able to sleep. There was a time those pains, let me tell you something. When they come, you're not even able to do anything. Like for example, if I'm holding this remote and the pain comes, as in I will hold on it so tight, or I will just put it down until the pain ends. Yeah, so that was how it is. So I remember when I was sleeping, and the pain would come, I would not even be able to do anything. I would just stay there. It would just hold me. I don't even know how to explain it, but it was so painful. Yeah. But then I was expecting the intense ones. So I was like, if these ones are like this, what about the intense ones? How will they be really? So yeah, so the pains continued like that, but then they became more regular. Like they came after every 5 minutes, every 3 minutes. I had even started writing every minute that it would come. I would type on my phone, on my memo. So I even have a screenshot of the intervals, the way the pain was coming. So at around 6:30, my mom usually goes for morning exercise. So she came and woke me up and she asked me, Shiro, how are you feeling? And then I told her the pain is still there, but it's not as much, because I was really expecting the intense pain. So she told me, okay, let me just go and run, I'll come back. Hey, at around 6:30, at around 7, I felt like going to the loo. So I just woke up and went to the loo. When I was going to the loo, after I finished peeing, I remember I felt something on my VG. So I went and tapped, and then I felt something soft. And I thought, wow, this is the baby's head. I just freaked out. I remember I just freaked out, and just my mom had gone, and then I tried calling her. No, I did not call her. I remember I just went and called my dad, and then he told me what's going on. I just told him in Kikuyu. I think the baby's head is getting out. So, and then I remember he was so shocked. He just got out very fast, and then he came, and I told him to call mom. My mom had left her phone in their house, so we just didn't know what to do. So, and then after, when I was just there, when I was just there freaking out, I just felt like something had broken inside. Now the soft part that I had felt, and then water just started falling. The water started gushing out, and then it was so much that it even filled the skirt that I had on, and then the floor. So I just sat there because I didn't know what to do. And then I told my dad, maji yangu imetoboka. And then he continued freaking out just like me. Yeah, so I told him, he told me then we should go to the hospital. So I went, my bag was in the car. So I just went and changed my skirt and wore something else, and then he got out and went. So on the way, outside the gate, my dad asked me, now will we be able to go back to the hospital that we had gone at night? Can we go to the one which is near our place? I told him yes. So we went. And then he asked me, do you know what happens when water breaks? I told him I don't know. So he told me, who do you think we should call? I told him, let's call my aunt. We asked her. Then as we were calling my aunt, we had already gone like a distance. Then as we were calling her, my mom called. And then we told her that we have gone to the hospital. And then she told us, okay, we just go. So when we went, I remember we entered the hospital. When we entered, I was told to go and talk to a certain nurse there. So I went and told her that nimeambia nikuze nikuongeleshe. And then she asked me what's going on. I told her my water has broken. And then she just looked at me like this. I remember I had a gray sweatshirt, and then there's a way it wasn't even showing. And then my pregnancy, let me tell you guys, it was not even big, it was very small. So she just looked at me like this, as in really, how is she even pregnant? As in I wasn't even visible. So she told me, sawa tuende nikupime. So she called the doctor. So the doctor came, and even he was shocked, how has my water broken? And then he asked me, ati maji yako ilikuwa kala gani? How can I even know? It was even dark. It was dark in the morning. I didn't even, the time that the water broke, I didn't even check which color it was. I was so freaked out, I didn't even know what to do. And then he asked me what color was it. How can I even know? I just told him, mimi sijui ilikuwa colorless. Ati how do you mean ilikuwa colorless? Inakuwa na color. Mimi nikamwambia mimi sikuona. Nikamwambia pale nilikuwa ilikuwa dark. So he told me okay, kaa hapa nitoa nguo nikupime. Now remember the clinical officer who had tested me before was a woman. Now this is a man. I know most women and girls prefer men to test them instead of women, but I was just scared. So I just lay there, and then he tested me. And do you imagine what he told me, that I was 7 centimeters dilated, 7.5. Now I wondered, unataka kuniambia kutoka hiyo 12 yenye nilienda ile hospitali naweza kuwa hiyo time yote nimekuwa 7 centimeters. So meaning it's either that woman didn't know how to measure, or she just wanted me to go home so that I can come when I'm 10 centimeters dilated. So and then he told me after he measured me, he told me, hey, nitakupea manguo za hospitali unaweza pata mtoto. Okay. Yeah, so I was given the clothes. So so I knew now the baby is coming really. So I took my phone and started calling my boyfriend. I told him that I'm in the hospital and I'm going to give birth today. Another thing that was stressing me out was the doctor told me that because my water had broken, it means germs can enter. It means germs can enter. It means germs can enter, and the baby maybe can even go to the toilet when she's inside. Can even she can what is it called? She can go to the toilet in the inside me. So as I was even given a bed and the things that I'm supposed to use there. So as I was there, I remember the woman who was next to me, she was screaming. Wow. And remember, you guys, I'm not even having those intense pains that I was expecting to have. And then this other woman who's next to me, she was just shouting and screaming. Now I was just afraid. I remember I was just looking at her like this. The pain is coming, yes, but it's just like cramps. So I was expecting the intense one. It's not yet coming. Even the doctor would come and say, uchungu imeongezeka. Hapana, tu yenye tu nasikia, lakini inakuja after 1 minute 2 minutes hivyo. And then he told me, ikiendelea uniite. So it just continued. Then the woman here next is just screaming. And I'm like, when is this pain of mine going to come? And then the doctor, after like 30 minutes, he came back. He told me that let me put you water so that it can accelerate the labor pains. So he put me water. Then the pain still wasn't as much. Now the doctor came. Now that was around 8:30, I think, because I kept looking at my phone, and then my mom kept calling me and asking me how I'm feeling, and even my boyfriend. I think he was also freaked out because we had agreed that he would be there, but then that day it was on a Tuesday. He was going to school, because remember at 12 when I had gone, I had already told him I've been told to go back home. So he decided let him just go to school because maybe the baby is not coming that day. Remember, we weren't even sure. So after that 8:30, another doctor came. No, the other one that was there went. Another doctor came and asked me how I'm feeling. I just told him the pain is continuing, but it is not the one that I'm expecting it will be. And then he told me, uchungu inakujanga tu hivyo. But then I was wondering how come this other woman who is next to me is just screaming, and I'm not even feeling, and I'm not even like that. And then he told me that even her, she's feeling the same thing that I'm feeling. And I was like, how? Anyway, so the doctor came and tested me again. He told me that I'm dilated on 8 centimeters. So he told me the time I will be dilated 10 centimeters, I tell him that he'll come and check. That is the time that I'm going to give birth. So as I was just there on my bed, the pain continued. Then I started feeling like going to the loop, long haul. I felt like, as in I just want to push the what? Just wanted to go to the loop. So I called the doctor. I told him, hey, mimi nasikia kwenda choo. And then he asked me, unafeel kama unataka kupush? And then I told him yes. Then he told me, hivyo ndio mtu hivyo ukishaanza kusikia ni kama kabisa inaenda kutoka uniite. At around, I guess now I don't even know what the time was because the pain had accelerated, but then it was not as much as what I was expecting. So he came. So when I felt that, like I really needed to push what I was feeling out, because I didn't know that is how I'm supposed to push a baby out. I just thought maybe nitaambiwa niende choo, then after nikishaenda choo ndio sasa mtoto atakuja. I didn't even know. So I called him. I remember I shouted, just called, daktari kuja. Doctor came and then I told him, hey, nasikia kupush kabisa. And then he just tested me, and then he told the nurse that was there, hey, ndio naona kichwa. I was so scared. And then the nurse came and told me, unaona kama utaweza kutoka hapa kwa kitanda nikupeleke pale utaenda kupatia mtoto? Then I told her, Nitajaribu. So as I was going down, because I was on top of the bed, the pain was just continuing. I felt like everywhere was on fire. My legs, my back, my lower abdomen, felt everywhere like it was on fire, except my head and my upper body. I felt everywhere like it was on fire, like my bones were really getting out. And I haven't even delivered yet. So I told her, Nitajaribu. I think I was just trying to be strong, because I felt like if there were two women here screaming, me and this woman, I think that place would be hell. So I just decided I'm just going to nitavumilia until it just becomes, what can I say? Like, nifike mwisho, that's when I guess I'll scream. So I was taken to the other room, and then I was told of how I'm supposed to sit. I was supposed to sleep like this, and then there was a place you're supposed to put one leg on this side and the other leg on this side. Yeah. And remember, you don't have something inside. Let me tell you something. Girls and all those people who I know haven't had children, when you're watching this, ukishaenda hospitali kupata mtoto, unaweka aibu yako yote chini, because no one cares really ati he's going to see anything, as in you've already gone there to give birth, so you're not just going to put your aibu chini. So yeah, I put my legs like that, and then the doctor told me that ukishaanza hiyo chungu ya kupush, ukishaanza kusikia, you just push it out. Hey. So I started pushing, guys, and then the way I'm pushing, it was so funny because I was feeling like I'm pushing with my chest, like so, and then the doctor would tell me, hapana, si hivyo, unafaa push na chini, sawa? And then I would try, and then it doesn't work out. Then the nurse would shout at me, and then she tells me, unafaa push hivi vingine. So yeah, I tried. And guys, within 20 minutes, I was done. Yeah, but at the middle of those 20 minutes, there was a time that I just felt like I'm going to give up. So those 20 minutes, I remember there was a time that I just couldn't push. I remember I just felt like I had just, like, it was so much for me that I couldn't. And then I just shouted and told God really need to help me. And then I just shouted in Kikuyu, you guys. The English and the Kiswahili was not there. So I just shouted, and yes, I told God, I need the strength, please help me. And then I remember I just had the nurses laughing. Literally, my hair. Yeah, so after those 20 minutes, I just pushed. So by 9:30, my baby Atalia was born. Yeah. And then when I was shown the baby, I just felt so nice. Like, I was done, really. I was so happy. Then after all that, the stitching began. The nurse came and told me that I have to stitch you up because you had tore. So yeah, I was injected an injection to make me numb. Then the stitching started. It took at around 20 to 25 minutes because she had to stitch inside and the outside. I wasn't feeling any pain, but there's a part that I was feeling pain, but it was not that much. But I remember that time I was just so happy that at least I had already finished giving birth and all that. So I was told the baby is being washed, and then I'm going to be given afterwards. So after all that, I just went to bed. I remember I was bleeding. The gowns that I was given, all of them they were just soaked with blood. Even those parts that someone is given, I swear they weren't even helping me, because one was just get full in just like even less than 1 minute, and then I changed. Hey, it was so hard. So yeah, after I went, I just called my boyfriend, and then he was so happy, my parents, and then even my mom and dad came to congratulate me. So it was so nice. Then I was just waiting just to call my baby. I just wanted to see how she looks. So my baby was born with 2.6 kgs, which I wasn't expecting, because with the way I was eating, I was expecting that I would get a kid of like 3 point something kg, but then I'm still grateful. So yeah, I was taken to the ward. The food there was very nice. I got visitors. You guys, let me tell you something. Having a baby, it's as in that thing that you're told that after you're done pushing, you just become so happy. As in, you even forget the pain. That was true. I just forgot the pain. But let me tell you something. When I went to the ward, now all the medicine that I had given, all of them started to go. So I started even having cramps. I felt like I'm pushing really again. That went on for 2 days, I remember. So I was brought for the baby and I was told to breastfeed. Nothing was getting out. So I was even taught how to breastfeed. So I was supposed to go home on Wednesday, but then the doctor told me that I can't go on Wednesday because I don't even know if that was even the right thing. I think that was literally just wanted money. So yeah, I went home on Thursday. Then the motherhood just began. My baby. That I will talk about next. Right now I have to go back to my baby because she's crying. Yeah, and she needs her mama. So thank you all for those who have watched my previous videos, for all those who have partnered with me to continue supporting me, in all those who have commented, all those who have subscribed, and all those who have liked. Please, by the way, okay, those who haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I have more than 200 views, meaning all of you guys, there are some people who haven't subscribed. Please subscribe. Anyway, till next time, bye.